alt pride barks, man makeup sparks, and century marks. Coming up today on The Point.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas me faire? Tu me fais pas peur. Plus de souper avec tes parents.
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. Woo! And this is a very special episode of The Point. It is episode 100.
Hey!
One double bagel.
That's 100 terrible Fred jokes.
Oh, way more than that.
That's 100 bops no one's ever heard of.
Wow. That got real. That got real.
Yes, they have. They have after.
Funny because it's blisteringly accurate.
Yeah, both of them are very accurate.
Yay.
Yes.
Does it feel like?
No.
I mean, most of you guys have been here from the beginning. Does it feel like it's been? I mean, we're
Not
coming
100.
up in a couple of weeks. We'll have our season 3 finale. Does
Crazy.
It,
Wild.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like
Time
it's
has
been 3
flown
years.
by.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know. But we're here to do some business, so let's get into it. Talking point number 1, Battle of the Prides. Okay.
Oh, again. Let's
Well,
do it.
this is okay. This is interesting.
We'll be the judge of that.
An organization called the Reclaim Pride Coalition.
Is it straight people?
Huh?
Is it straight people?
Straight religious
No,
people.
no.
I'm
Okay,
glad.
okay.
I'm glad.
My headache is subsiding now.
This is in New York City. They will be hosting a competing Pride March called the Queer Liberation March on the same day that there's the big Pride March.
Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be very well attended.
Well, interestingly, over 100 the community organizations have signed on. And this is specifically going to be no corporate sponsors, limiting the police presence, and they're marketing it that it's more akin to, the Stonewall riots, which this is the 50th
Like
anniversary.
a hipster pride. Like a hipster pride.
Yes, it's an artisanal pride, but it's to make it more like a protest and a march than a parade.
What are they protesting specifically?
Well,
To be an effective protest, you should have an actual specific
Chick-fil-A.
cause other
They're
than
protesting
generic,
Chick-fil-A.
like,
well, I
be
mean,
better for gays. Like, I agree, but,
isn't that
is
what-
there a
Okay,
specific
Pride
issue
is a
that they want to
protest,
get
that's
at?
the whole point.
here's a quote from one of the organizers. "We are reclaiming pride by building this march and building a movement that rallies in the spirit of solidarity and coalition to fight back against corporate greed and state oppression."
Okay.
State oppression, fine. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think the corporate greed really fits in there, except for the fact
Well-
that they don't like it.
Well, but that's, I mean, the people who are backing this, and I think the same.
So who is backing it if it's not corporations? Like they said they've got 100 sponsors,
Donations.
but no
100,
corporations?
no, not donations. 100 different community groups
Okay.
are backing this.
Okay, but not necessarily
Backing it doesn't
financially.
meaning they're
No.
gonna be
Yeah,
there.
yeah. They're just like, good on you.
Well,
Go
it's
do
been
that.
endorsed by more than
Okay.
100 organizations. The Queer Liberation March proudly boasts no corporate floats, although some police will be on hand alongside trained marshals as the march wends its way north from Greenwich Village.
Oh God, this sounds like a very boring parade.
And it's 2 marches.
It's a
2 marches in New York City on the same day, both about the LGBT
Terrible for
community.
traffic.
Yeah, they're
Is
gonna get
Now-
very
Whatever.
little
Okay.
Let them
attendance.
live.
Now,
What's wrong with that?
or will it? And interestingly, Toronto, here in Toronto, there's something that was just launched called Alternative Pride.
Our first alternative.
Alternative. Well, this is interesting because a couple of years ago, if you recall, there was an alt pride when they Pride First banned the police from
Yes.
marching, there was this pro-police.
That never happened. It
Oh,
was
it
going
did.
to.
Well,
Oh,
it did happen. It was like more like a block party
Right.
than a march, and it was sort of. I don't want to say that including the police is conservative, but sort of to the right of mainstream pride and sort of the mainstream LGBT community. These alternative pride in Toronto, the Queer Liberation March in New York, they're kind of coming at it from the left, whereas it's no police, no corporate sponsorship. It's not.
It's
you know-
not as family friendly as it's
Right. I mean,
supposed to be,
the alternative
and they
pride.
have the after hours events, and it's just like a good time for people who don't
Right.
care about other stuff.
So they're having a pride pre-party called Foreplay, a sex-positive gallery party called Nocturnal Emissions, also something called Bears in Space.
Just something called Bears in Space.
You're blowing over the most interesting part of all of this.
Is it fine? Or is it fine? Is it beneficial for Pride to be splintering in this way? You
It
sort of
seems like it's not.
It's
Pride
not
is not
bad.
splintering. This is just a different group of
Yeah.
people that are doing something totally different that won't be part of Pride.
Yeah.
right. But it used to be that, gay pride, LGBT pride, the idea was to bring everybody together.
Yeah,
and
but
now
it's not bringing everyone together when there are certain limitations that they can't enforce. So they have this alternate pride where they can do whatever else they want to do.
Pride seems to be kind of like reinventing itself. It's kind of, to me, like the pride that we've known the past couple of years seems to be collapsing in on itself because of all the drama that seems to be going around it. So I kind of feel like this goes back to what I said a couple of weeks ago, where pride seems to be going back into the hands of the people instead of corporate sponsorships.
Although this is interesting, this was a statement from one of the organizers of Alternative Pride here in Toronto. We're not funded by corporate or government money. We're free to throw raunchy DIY raves until late without having to worry about whether politicians or a bank are okay with being attached to it. They need family stuff and sober stuff, and they have such a big breadth of people to serve. But they can be underground, and
I'm not sure that I've seen a lot of sober things in my various visits to Pride anyway. But
I know,
Also,
but-
what's a DIY rave? Like you have to bring your own fucking speakers and
I
DJ
don't
table?
know.
Like,
I don't know.
yeah.
See, like I agree, and I personally would be okay with the whole corporate sponsorship thing if they were just like, yeah, I'm here, put my money in it, you guys go do you. To me, just because you put money into it doesn't mean you get to say what happens. You don't get to have any sort of creative control. This is what it is.
Right,
This
no, and
is
I
what
think-
Pride is. Put your money in it. Put your name on it. If you don't agree with it, then get the
No,
fuck
but
out.
I think that happens, and I think that the corporations know that give money.
But I was reading articles that you sent us the other day, where they talked about how corporations are putting their money in, but then they have to be like careful about what Pride can do because
right,
of
but that's
blah, blah,
Pride
blah.
sort of policing, pun unintended. They're policing themselves out of fear of losing money. I don't think the
Yeah.
corporations are saying you have to do this, you have to do that. It's just that Pride, the organizers go, oh, if we do this, we may risk that.
So this is why
So-
you need people who are in the leadership roles in that organization
Yeah,
to
they
have
all
more
need to step
courage
Yep.
and to actually do
Well,
the right thing.
Yeah,
Be
I
like,
think
yo,
it sounds like two different things. Like the queer liberation movement or protest, I think is a great idea. I don't know if having it at the same time as the largest Pride event in the world, or one of the
and it's
largest Pride events.
it is
Yeah.
actually World Pride
Yeah.
this year in New York.
So to have that at the same time is really going to get your message across.
Well, and that's
I
why-
think
You're
that
burying
queer
your- yeah,
liberation
yeah.
should be on a different day. I think alternative Pride is somebody just piggybacking off of Pride, saying all these people are going to be here. How can we cash in by having all these alternative events for the people who don't
Yeah.
want to participate but are going to be here anyway to celebrate?
I just
Let's do
worry
this.
about further dividing the community rather than bringing us all together. But nothing brings us all together like Tito's midpoint.
Good segue.
You could have said it makes us come together.
No mercy,
This week we're playing Point Blank, and because it's our 100th episode, what happens on TV when shows reach their 100th episode?
Syndication.
Syndication. So we're going to talk
Getting
about
paid.
some shows that are syndicated and have over 100 episodes.
Okay.
Just
So-
like us, so we're gonna start being syndicated.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to read sort of like a description of the show and leave out the name of the show. It's going to be blank, and you guys have to guess what that is.
I'm gonna guess Friends on every single one of them.
Well,
They only did
You're
13
wrong.
episodes. That's the crazy thing.
all right. In the series Blank, you'll join 4 single friends as
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
No, keep going, keep
Correct.
going.
Let him finish.
as they deal with the absurdities of everyday life in New York City.
Will and Grace.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld? Oh, okay.
I think
What
Will and
did you
Grace also
guess?
I guess Will and
I think
Grace.
Will and Grace also fits into that
Yeah, it
category.
does.
While the original sci-fi series only hit 79 episodes over 3 seasons,
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Blank
Battlestar Galactica.
The original Star
followed
Trek.
up with just under 100 episodes more than the original. The series is set
Next
decades.
Generation.
Thank you. You actually said the correct one.
Oh, Star Trek Next
Star Trek:
Generation?
The Next
Yes.
Generation.
There were 2 versions of Next
This
Generation?
series is set decades after Captain Kirk's 5-year mission. Yeah, there's
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek.
But
and
the
then
one that has
Star
over
Trek
100
Generation.
episodes is the Next Generation, so that's
Yeah.
why that's the correct episode
Oh, see, I'll get
or
it.
answer.
Okay. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I just
Exactly.
knew right away.
Let me finish.
Okay, so
Bitches.
okay,
Let me
so
finish
nobody
next
say
time.
anything until Tito.
Yeah, I
Don't
hear
ring
it.
in until Alec Trebek has finished.
We're
this.
so
Exactly.
excited though.
Each season of Blank follows the lives of a single mom and her daughter. The small town life is one of the things we love about this series with neighbors and townies who know everything about everyone. You'll be so invested, you'll even pick sides. Hashtag Team Dean, Team Jess, or Team Logan.
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Girls.
I put my hand up, damn it.
You
Is
got
it
the
Gilmore
point.
Girls?
Yes.
All right. I'm surprised
What
I
do
know.
I get for
some of
these points? Can I cash them in after? Okay.
No. This American medical drama series follows Dr. Gregory Blank, who heads a team of diagnosticians at Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital. Each episode shows the team working together on an unusual case.
Start with an H
Yes.
and then with an house.
Yeah. Yes, that's the
Oh,
one.
House. I've never seen House.
It was
That's such a
pretty
good show.
I like how you followed Full House with House.
I didn't
The
plan
next one
that.
is just
I
going
like
to be
the way
all
how you say
House.
both with a Canadian accent.
Yep.
House.
Because I'm Canadian.
Because
House.
I know Fred's gonna get this one.
House.
house.
This one's
How do you say house?
Is it in black and
House?
white?
House. What did you say?
What happened?
I'm like, Fred's gonna get this one. You'll know this one. He's like, is it in black and white?
I love Lucy.
Gunsmoke.
There have been a fair few political series on TV over the last few years, but none that come close to Blank. It went where no show had gone before when it came to politics. The series follows a Democrat as he is elected U.S. president. As his team of presidential advisors try to keep their personal lives separate from their duties, the intricate details of their inner workings of the White House come to light as they become entwined in countless disagreements, scandals, and threats.
Oh,
West
West,
Wing.
Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great show.
At first I was like, Veep?
I was thinking
Also
Spin
great
City.
show.
So
Spin
That's a good one,
City.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
such a good show.
Michael J.
Nice.
Fallon.
I was also saying Newsroom, but that was only like
Yeah, I was-
35 episodes over 3 seasons.
You'll meet a mid-level bureaucrat in an Indiana Blank department who works to bring beauty to the town and make...
Sorry, I'm sorry. I've been trying to hold back this whole time.
This whole time, it's been like 2 seconds.
It's Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Rec? I didn't know that was
God.
Indiana.
Had one
Yeah.
of the worst series.
Pawnee.
Pawnee, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched like the beginning and I didn't find it funny, so I never kept
The first
I
season
wasn't a
is the
big
worst
Parks and Rec
one.
person.
It gets better
It gets-
as it goes along.
yeah,
It like
every
really
season.
catches fire. Season 3,
Yeah.
when Adam Scott and Rob Lowe join,
Yeah.
it just takes off from
Yeah.
there. It's
But
unreal.
the series finale sucks.
I disagree.
It's one
I
of the
disagree.
worst series finales
I
I've
love
ever
that
I
series
really
finale.
enjoyed
Whenever
it.
she touches someone and it.
Did you even
flash forward,
see?
I love
the
that.
70s?
Did you
No,
even see
it's
the Dexter
awful.
series finale?
Yeah.
Did you see the Lost series finale?
I was okay with it.
I didn't.
No,
I didn't hate
terrible.
the
I
Lost.
liked it.
Oh, I hated
It's
it.
good.
Worst.
Moving on, where I get into a fist fight with Fred over Lost.
Fight.
The name says it all. Blank is about trying to find a balance between being a normal teenage girl and fulfilling her destiny to seek out and destroy supernatural forces in her.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No.
Luckily for her, she develops a number of strong friendships who join her in battles and support her along the way.
Oh, Buffy.
Buffy! Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't know that. That
Yeah,
was my
you
favorite
should
show.
be embarrassed.
That was literally my favorite show when I was a kid.
I was thinking of that other
Sabrina
one that's
the
been on for
Teenage
like
Witch.
45 years
Jeez.
now. That's what's the other one?
But Sabrina the Teenage
Supernatural.
Witch.
No, 'cause
Salem
I had
the
Supernatural
Cat,
in it
Caroline
already.
Ray.
But yeah, they
I
have
loved
some-
it.
Can we also talk about how the camera guy keeps guessing them all? And he's like, I'm like, tell me what it is.
She's like, what are you saying?
He's like,
Also,
Buffy.
it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, yes.
and not just
Thank you,
Buffy.
John.
But people just
I
call it
need
Buffy.
the whole thing
I
for
wanna
the correct
rewatch
answer.
that show.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know how much you like the whole thing.
Moving
Last
on.
one.
Last one.
This is more of like a show for me.
Is it the
Probably
point?
not.
Of course it is.
No.
Queer as folk.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, it's not.
I just let him answer.
This series follows the lives of 4 teenage girls who lose their dear friend and group leader. While the blanks go their separate ways after her death, the girls are brought back together when they mysteriously start receiving anonymous messages a year later.
Gossip Girl.
God, no.
Pretty
Pretty
Little
Little
Liars.
Liars.
The Hills.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pretty
What?
Little Liars?
100
That
episodes.
had 100 episodes?
It had, oh man, I cut it out. It was 170 or something, one something.
What?
Holy shit.
Wait, hold on. What's that one with Nicole Kidman?
Big Little Lies.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, I think they only did like 8 episodes. I don't think that's 100.
That's not right.
That's it.
Well, thank you,
Thanks,
Tito,
Tito.
Yay.
for today's celebratory midpoint.
Syndication vindication.
No mercy, baby.
And now it's time for talking point number 2, war paint. Okay.
Yes, let's talk about it.
So there's this new line
You scroll through
of-
Instagram and you see this video and it's like, oh my god, it's makeup for men and it's called war paint because it's so masculine that you can now put it on your face.
Isn't makeup for men just makeup?
Yes.
Okay, so this is why war
Oh,
paint
here we go.
is in trouble.
So excited.
This is why war paint is in trouble because people are calling it.
Look at that masculine man with a friggin'
Neck tattoo.
It's an intense jaw.
No.
Or is that all makeup? Is that
Wait a
all
minute.
war paint
It's-
makeup?
And
no,
finger
he has like the little
tattoos.
egg, the blending the
It's
blending egg.
being called out for promoting toxic masculinity for the fact that it's being marketed in a way. In fact, they say that war paint is specific to men because men's and women's skins are different.
Yeah,
That
women have
men's
better skin than men
skin
do,
is
generally.
tougher.
I
But
beg
that's
to
what they
differ.
also say about
Oh, yeah,
face
Jim
lotion,
has better
and then
skin than
people
all of
tell
us.
me that
Yeah.
I can just use any female face lotion.
So
Wait, what's the difference?
So here's my question to you, as somebody who knows something about makeup: is it better? Well, okay. So this is convincing. Like gay men, for the most part, if I'm going to generalize, most gay men who wear makeup are not bothered by the fact that most makeup is marketed
this is catered
toward
to
women.
friggin' straight guys who
Right.
are don't want to be called gay for
Metrosexuals,
putting makeup on their
right?
face.
So they buy this thing called war
So manly.
paint. It's manly. Is it? But is it better? Would you say that at least men are now okay? Would theoretically be okay? Straight men be okay with makeup?
No.
No, it's
'Cause
not,
it's not
the
about that.
name of the makeup. It's not like, oh, I'd wear makeup, but if it wasn't called L'Oreal, you know what I mean? Like, it's the fact that you're wearing makeup. So I feel like it has nothing to do with like the marketing of it.
Well, isn't everything
I
about
think
marketing?
it totally
though?
does. Yeah, of course they're gonna
No.
be like, oh, that's okay. It's called war paint. It's
Yeah,
for
that's
men.
exactly it.
I mean, there's like Dove for Men, like all
Yeah.
their products. I mean,
Like I don't buy Dove anymore. I buy Dove Men.
Yep.
and it's the same
Same thing.
product. It's just
It's like different scents.
Sucks.
in its
Yeah, but
different sense and
More
different
like a
packaging.
OG Dove is amazing.
He's
I'm
still
a
on the
dial
bar
man.
soap over here.
I know
Really?
that bar soap.
Oh,
I
no,
like the
no,
dial.
like the moisturizer and Dove. It's fantastic.
I'm just. I mean, personally, I think people should be wearing less makeup because you
No.
should have. What?
Oh god.
People can wear whatever they want
no,
to wear.
they can wear
because the
whatever
other
they
thing
want.
is,
I
it's
just
not
wish
always
people
about
didn't.
other people.
No, but I wish people didn't feel like, oh, I have imperfections, therefore I
Maybe
have
it's
to
not
cover it
about
up.
imperfections. It's about wanting to just feel more
Better about
confident,
yourself.
feel whatever.
Unless you're rolling out there like
Okay, so if
Shotgun
it's
March,
about feeling
no
more
good.
confident,
It's like getting a boob job.
okay, so if makeup is about feeling more confident, then I'm going to play devil's advocate here. What's wrong with a company like War Paint marketing to straight men, so that
smart.
they
smart.
will wear makeup and feel better about
I
themselves.
see nothing wrong with it.
It's good
get it.
and I mean, I don't mind, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna buy war paint. I'm gonna wear CoverGirl.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
just because.
Congratulations that you have the balls to go into a makeup store and buy paint. No one, like not a lot of people do that, especially straight guys. I would never do
Exactly,
that.
and
I'm
that's
more
the
likely
problem. It's
to
like,
go
why
get
is that a
war
problem?
paint than go and get CoverGirl.
Well,
Exactly,
what
but
is the
that's
ad
the whole
campaign like?
point.
Like, why do they say it's promoting toxic masculinity?
Because
Because it's called war paint.
Because it's called war paint, and because it is promoting this idea that men that
Wouldn't it be
using
toxic?
L'Oreal is too feminine.
But wouldn't it be too toxic to say that wearing makeup is something for girls and men don't do that?
That's what we've had shoved down our throats for years. You
So
look at-
this is actually just a thing that's saying this is a different brand, and it's saying, hey, we're for
mean,
men, and
look at
but you're
Coke
still
and-
wearing makeup, so it's not
Okay,
demonizing.
so
big-
this
Well,
is-
didn't they have? Isn't secret underarm deodorant? Wasn't their whole thing like strong enough for a man, made for a woman?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Right,
that
so-
was tickle,
Right? Isn't it war paint basically pretty much saying the same
Yes.
thing?
Okay,
Made for a
here-
woman,
okay,
but really
this
for
is,
a man.
This is
Yeah.
from their website. The difference in men's skin to women's skin is caused by hormones, specifically testosterone. Androgens such as testosterone affect the thickness of the skin and how much sebum their skin's sebaceous glands produce. Seeing as men have a whole shed load of testosterone, their skin is both thicker and oilier than women's. This means that as a man, you are more likely to get spots and blackheads.
So this is something that actually chemically is formulated for the makeup of men's skin.
They, I mean,
But-
if you
but-
have any product that is for men, that's their angle. That's usually
But that's,
how they
I mean,
go, right?
I scientifically, I mean,
I don't know. I'm not a
So
scientist.
then
I
why
don't
is this
know.
the only company doing men's makeup
know,
when
right?
so many men are makeup artists? Like,
well, but that's what I mean. This is marketing. I mean, this is purely marketing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you are pro makeup or feel like it's there to make you feel better, people are going after this company because, toxic masculinity. But if it makes you feel better to wear war paint, then
Yeah,
the whole
honestly, I
point
don't
is
think
like,
I know that
when
it
I
is.
first started even going to buy makeup, I didn't want to walk through that aisle and be like, oh, he's a friggin' homo, he's gonna go buy makeup. Like, that's the whole point of this, that's toxic masculinity. Like, I feel so like I can't walk through that aisle because I'm a guy. Like, that's the point.
But isn't progressing things that where a certain straight guy wants to wear makeup, but he'll only wear war paint. Well, okay, well at least he's taken this step, so now he'll wear war paint. He's still wearing
So
makeup.
maybe it's a stepping stone to where you want to be,
Yeah,
ultimately,
I don't know.
which is
I
let's
don't-
all just chill out and let people do whatever they want to do.
yeah. I don't know why people are getting upset, but
Wasn't
you know.
James Charles like the first cover?
Okay, but also, come on, that's not, no.
Yeah, I mean, people get upset about a lot of things, and we've talked about a lot of things. We've talked about toxic masculinity on
lot
this
of
show. We've talked a lot about things that make people upset on this show.
I get angry.
He's always upset.
In fact, our editor, Andrew Wilson, has put together a nice little treat for us. Some highlights.
Yay!
Woo!
Oh, I thought he had like cookies or something.
It's our 100th episodes. Here, take a look.
I haven't had a guy's dick in me on New Year's in so long.
No.
I'm sorry to hear
Do
that.
something about that.
Yeah, you gotta get on
And
that.
that is in the
30
next
some
blooper
years.
reel.
Yeah.
It's hot up here, isn't it?
It's what?
It's hot up here, isn't it? It's good.
Coming on Fred in 3, 2.
Everybody's coming on Fred.
That's the intro. 3.
No, this is my water.
Thank you.
I put spit on it. In it.
That's okay.
All right. And coming back to Fred and his awkwardness in 3, 2.
He keeps doing this every time he goes to start the show.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
He's like a dolphin.
Blooper reel.
You didn't bring the photo?
No, it's
Tito,
they
what do
didn't
you
really
even
have that.
do here?
What are you doing?
Oh my god, I love you.
I like getting mad. I love it. I'm really hyper and I don't know why.
Somebody put a dick in his face. Coming to Teats in 3, 2.
His bowl exploded.
which one of us is Whoopi Goldberg and which one of us is Meghan McCain?
I'm Joy Behar.
So then I'm Megan McCain.
Hey, wait. Well, let's roll here, but what is a fisting party?
That's next week's
You don't want to
topic.
know.
Porn makes you buy. Oh, hold on.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck, am I bad?
Phone again.
Cut. Hello?
Hi, is this like an emergency line for 30 Hillsborough?
No, you have the wrong number.
No, it's not the emergency line. Just hang up. Yeah.
That didn't work.
That was a good.
Trying to be Carson.
Yeah.
It still didn't work. See you next Tuesday on The Point.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
I'm working on that.
You're on that.
You really fucked that up at
I
the
went a
end.
little off the rails.
Wait, where's my camera?
Honestly, the
It's the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yes, queen. That's my outfit for Easter.
I said like I wouldn't find that surprising. Why do you guys do this?
I don't know. It's just the way he does it, and then now I've done it with 2 fingers, and now it's like a G-spot thing. I don't know.
Now it's like a G spot.
Asking if you know any other gay people is the same as asking if you know any other Australians.
Do you know Iggy Azalea? Do you know Kylie Minogue?
She owes me $5.
Also, olives are fruit.
Your fruit. Pride for Pete.
And
That's like a record scratch.
No, this is the second one.
third one.
Oh, wow. I like that.
amazing.
I like
Best thing I've
that.
ever seen in my life.
That's awesome.
With the dick.
What the dick?
My computer was doing something weird with it again. I couldn't get it up until later.
You couldn't get it up.
Just, think sexy thoughts.
Wow, can I blow it?
Coming back to cake in 3, 2.
So Adam, what?
Oh God, what's your question?
What thing is pissing you off now?
Yes!
What are you mad about now?
That's my question. What's pissing you off today?
I'm always mad. I'm always mad about something.
Do you know what I'm not mad about?
Like the
What?
Hulk.
Your shirt.
Ah, thanks.
I know! That's a very festive shirt for episode
Thank
100.
Thank you.
100.
100, and we have a cake.
Woo!
We have a 100 cake to
Cake,
celebrate.
cake,
I wish
cake.
we could share it with you, but
I don't.
obviously we
I don't.
can't get
No.
it through the screen.
No sharing.
So we're gonna eat cake.
Yay.
Yeah.
And Tito.
That'll be a beside the point feature. It's just us sitting here silently eating cake.
I'm sure Tito will.
Can we do an ASMR video of that?
Oh yes.
So good.
Tito. Well, I mean, there's
Our
lots of.
100th bop?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What's
Roger,
our
Bob.
What's our episode 100 bop of the week?
It's Rehab featuring Julie Bergen, and it's called Don't Give Up on Me Now.
Nice.
Rehab?
Yeah.
That's a band?
Rehab with a 3. It's a DJ duo, I think.
Oh.
Hey, he's a great DJ. I actually really like Rehab.
Oh. So you know the words that he's making up
I do.
today.
I do.
Yeah.
3hab, that's what I like to call him.
Rehab?
That's cool.
As we announced last week, I'm going to remind you, and it's a celebratory day, so let me let you know once again that we are now on the streaming service Fearless. So go to the App Store, wherever you get your apps, and download Fearless, a film festival in your pocket. Is that a film festival in your pocket?
Or Are You Happy to See Me?
And you can watch lots of stuff, including The Point. But if you're watching The Point on YouTube, please subscribe to us on YouTube. It helps us greatly, costs you nothing. Of course, don't just hit the red button, but hit the bell
There you
so
go.
that you're
Well done.
reminded every time a new episode is available. The audio podcast is also still available on iTunes. Check us out there. And let us know what you think about war paint.
Yeah.
Makeup for men.
I want to try it.
Also, about
You
this
can
cake.
comment down here on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Point Guys. Thank all of you. Thank
welcome.
you. It's amazing that we've made it 100 episodes. Here's to another 100. We have a new show every Tuesday, so we will
See you next Tuesday.
on The Point.
Should have
Give me cake.
put war paint on and go to Chick-fil-A.
Picture.
And I will ever